Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As promised, I told you that I would talk to you about the shift light. That's another mod that I had done. Don't worry ladies, you don't have to see my ugly face for this one. So this, if you watch my glow shift video, if you haven't, go back and watch it. This is wired in the same spot on the side of this fuse panel where you saw it, just to get down to the OBD2 port. This is a Holley Sniper OBD2 port shift light. It plugs right into your OBD2 port. You don't have to connect it to the engine coils or anything like that, or to the ECU to get a tack signal. It just goes right into your OBD2 port, and it works super easy, which is why I wanted it. I believe it went for like $129 on Amazon or something like that. Link will be in the description. I also purchased an OBD2 Splitter, which will be in the description as well, because that was one of the things I was worried about, is plugging this in, and then when it comes to like my tuner, I'd have to unplug it and possibly reprogram it, and I really just didn't want to deal with that. So I bought a splitter and I put it down here, and I zip tied, I don't know if you can see that, I zip tied where my factory one would be, right next to like my LEDs. Just zip tied it in there, and the actual OBD2 port is obviously plugged into the splitter, and this is one of the splitter ends, and the other one's up there somewhere, which you won't be able to see, and it's zip tied. So you can definitely see that it's clean. There's nothing over here, under here. You'd have to really get underneath. It's invisible to the naked eye, which is still what I wanted. So if anyone ever needs to read a code or something on my OBD2 port, they just need to hold on to that and they can still read it, which I have had done already. So it's definitely possible. The splitter definitely works. The shift light, I wired through here, and if you take, it comes with a mount with 3M tape, so I 3M'd it right there. And then if you turn on the car, you have your two buttons here, which I'm not gonna get way into detail with. I have mine on tack, so I'll turn the car on for you real quick, and it'll just pop up as tack. So it's just gonna tell you what the revolutions are right there. So then it just starts, tells you what the revolutions are, and you can put the display to whatever you want. The directions will go over that. You can put it to speed or whatever. And I'll just pop it right back in here, and boom, it sits there. My LED is blue. It is pretty bright. You have 4 levels of brightness. You can adjust that. Again, I'm not going to go over too much of the instructions. Just know that when you take this out of the box, you can't just plug it in and adjust your gears to whatever shift light you want. You do have to program it, which is going to have you drive the car steady in each gear, and then when you're ready in each gear, it'll have you tap a button quick, and that way the shift light can tell your gear ratios, and it knows what gear you're in. It'll also have you set how many gears you have. So you do have to program it first, and then you can go ahead and set your shift lights to whichever you want. I got this so that way when I do get the car tuned, and I talk to the tuner and I know when my car makes its peak horsepower, I can go ahead and tune it to that. Because you know, if my car makes its peak horsepower at 4,500, for example, I don't know that, but it's an example. I would lose power. I'd be losing out on power if I shifted early, and I'd be doing absolutely nothing if I went over 4,500, because at that point I wouldn't be gaining any power. So it's kind of going to help fine tune in the shifting. Some people agree with them, some people don't. Well, this is my car, so I went ahead and got one. Another mod I can show you guys. You can't really see that, but well, you might say, well, why don't you just look at your tachometer? I don't, and I also have heads-up display where I can see it. I find it just easier for this to go off, and I just know. I don't have to look anywhere. I can focus on the road, and when it goes off, I know I have to shift. So that's why I got it, and I will fine-tune it later on. I did put the first gear at 3,500 for now, and the second gear at like 4,000, just to show you guys. So after this, I will give you a video of it at night to show you how bright it is. I think my setting's on 3, and just to show you how it works. I don't know if you'll be able to see it during the day, but I'm pretty sure when you're in neutral, you can rev it up to like 3,000 and it'll kind of go off. So let me see if you can at least see that. Yeah, so you can see it there, it went off. That was at about 3,000. See if I can get it from over here so you guys can see that it's actually pretty accurate. Yeah, so it'll go off like 250 before maybe, and that's kind of normal, or maybe like 100 before, and that's normal because you don't want it to go right on, because obviously you have to account for your reaction time. So if it goes just a little bit before, that's fine, because by the time you react, you will be at 3,000. So without delaying this video, next part you're gonna see is me driving it at night, and you'll see me doing a couple of shifts just to show you what it looks like at night, and then that'll probably wrap up this video. Overall, I'm really happy with it, really impressed with the quality. Couldn't be happier. Super easy install, looks clean. back here with the gauges. It just sits there. If you want, you can mount it up here. I've seen some people mount it up here, but that's up to you. So again, I will see you in the next clip, driving at night. All right, guys. All right, guys, as promised, it's gonna be your nighttime shot. I got this camera lined up, hopefully, to where you can see the tack just fine. And you can kind of see the gauges from a distance, but you'll definitely be able to see the shift light flash. So that's kind of like an important thing, because I want you to see the timing of the shift light. So first gear is set to 35 and second gear is set to 4. So definitely on a local road, so I'm not even going to try and get to what, 30 or at 4,500. I mean, I'm going to be doing like 80 miles an hour. So that's going to be the end of this video. That's how the shift light looks at night. That's on the 3rd setting for LED, so not the brightest, not the lowest either. I definitely like the shift light, like the way it looks, like the way it feels, and I definitely think it's accurate. So link will be in the description. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss future content, hit that bell if you want notifications, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Mr_manage, and I will see you guys again for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.